guys, what's going on? It's your one teenage commentator, Silent Skill here, and I'm talking all sorts of super quiet today because I'm at a friend's house, but this is the best place to film videos, so yeah. Anyway, today I'm doing a my first thing, okay? So this is just where I get a bunch of my first questions and I just answer them in succession. This is thanks to Platypig. You can check out his YouTube channel in the description. He's editing this entire video, shooting it, so big shout out to him. He runs a great channel. Go check him out. Just do it. Okay, so the first question, what was your first tweet? Okay, so my first tweet would have probably had to have been, I think I made my Twitter and I was like, I was just like, Twitter, what's up? You know, because like I didn't know what I was doing. It was just like Twitter. I was like, hey, what's up, guys? What's up, my 1,000 followers that aren't there yet? But yeah, so that was probably my first tweet. What was your first YouTube video? My first YouTube video, I believe, was Trials Evolution, and I was like, so hey guys, this is Silent Skill and I'm here on Trials Evolution. This game is really good and you should go buy it. It was literally just about how awesome Trials Evolution was. That was literally the first, well, that's my first like recorded video on on my Roxio game capture. But if we go way back, I did this thing where I literally held my iPod Touch to a portable DVD player to record videos. So yeah, that happened at one point. I don't even know. The first person you subscribed to over on the YouTubes, that probably would have been, I'm spraying everywhere, I think it was White Boy 7th Street. White Boy 7th Street was the first, I first watched him when he had like 100k or like 50k. He was really small and he had just uploaded his video about a nuke, and I saw it on the top gaming videos on my little YouTube app on my iPod Touch. And so I subscribed to him, and I entered his contest. I did not win his contest. Yeah, that's like the 5th time I said so yeah. Your first Facebook profile picture. My first Facebook profile picture was one where I had this fly little black Under Armour hat. Like, I thought I was fly as a French fry, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I took this picture and I was like, you know, like, it was super duper attractive and everything. And the ladies loved it. I got a whopping like 0 likes. So yeah. That was the thing. Do you still talk to your first love? Do I still talk to my first love? I don't think I've ever truly loved a girl. So maybe I'm talking to the girl I will love in the future? Probably not though, with my luck. So yeah. What was your first alcoholic drink? I like to call it alcoholic drink, but whatever. My first alcoholic drink was a Coors Light, and it tasted like rusty club soda. Like, I almost puked it up because it was so gross. But yeah, I drank 1 can of that, and I was like, nope, alcohol is not for me. So yeah. What was my first job? My first job was probably this one time. There's this guy named Randall, and yeah, that's already like a pedophile name to start out with, I understand. But I needed the dough, and he had lots of hoe, but I don't know where I was going with that. So I worked on this guy's land, and I hauled wood, and it was really a hard job. But I made like 10 bucks an hour, and I ended up making like $200 an hour. So it was good. I got fired, though, because I didn't show up to work 3 days in a row, and then I called him, said I was sorry, and he's like, you're fired. I was like, okay, whatever. What was your first car? Please. Thunderbird Hot Wheel. Who is the first person to text you today? The first person to actually text me today was my dad. I think he said, get your dead ass out of bed or something like that. So yeah, that was my first text today. Who's the first person you thought of this morning? Your mother. Who was your first grade Who was your first grade teacher? Her name was Mrs. Mark. She was a rather large plus-size lady, but she was really cool, and one of my favorite teachers of all time. She was pretty cool, minus the fact she was pretty big. But she's still pretty big, but she's still pretty cool, so kind of evens out. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? It was to Disneyland. The first time I went on a plane, I was bald, and it wasn't because I was old. It's not like I'm aging backwards. It's because I was a baby. I was a fat little baby, and nothing's changed. So yeah, who is your first best friend, and do you still talk? So my first best friend was probably, I don't know, that's a hard one to think of. Like, if I go way back, I would probably say my first best friend was this kid named Nick. We hung out every day, played Call of Duty literally every day together, and it's kind of sad I didn't get a first best friend until 4th grade, but hey, at least I got one. So yeah, 4th grade, first best friend. Where was your first sleepover? My first sleepover was actually, it was at this one kid named Pete's house, and he had this like candy corn type of teeth, and it was really gross because they were super yellow. But I stayed the night there, and literally they had a room filled with computers where everyone played this Star Wars game together online, and I started crying when I was playing it, and someone called on the phone and it interrupted the connection. I was pretty chapped, but that was my first sleepover. Pretty fun. Yeah. What was the first thing you did this morning? Masturbate. What was the first concert you ever went to? The first concert I ever went to was a Judas Priest concert, and they're a heavy metal band. I'm not a fan of them, but my dad is, and I went to it, and I was like, all right, whatever. I'm getting a free McDonald's out of this. So I had some motivation to stay alive that night. But I made it. I didn't. I'm here now. I'm here. What was my first broken bone? My first broken bone was that ugly sucker right there. And what I did is I was boxing with a friend. That video is actually on this channel right now, so you can go Czechoslovakia that out and to find out how I broke my hand completely. But it's my pinky. Pretty sad, but whatever. First piercing, never had a piercing, but if I'm going to get one, it is going to be on the tip of my toe. What did you think I was going to say? Anyway, just kidding. I'm never getting a piercing. They do not look good, and I don't find them attractive, but if you have one, you're attractive because I love you. First foreign country you've gone to. I went to Canada this one time with my dad to buy cigars. He was not supposed to do that. He just snuck them under the seat, and because he had a little kid in the car, they didn't inspect it. That's my first time to Canada. It's really easy. There's basically no border, but hey, whatever. First movie you remember seeing? The first movie I probably remember seeing was this one called The Giant Robot or whatever, and it's voiced by Vin Diesel. I don't know what it's called. Someone's gonna tell me in the comment section what that video is called, because I don't remember. But that was the first movie I saw, and I think I was just a small babe, and I kind of remember it. Actually, I don't remember it at all. That's just what my mom told me my first movie was, so. When was your first detention? My first detention was in, I want to say 5th grade, and me and this one kid were pushing each other in line, and we had to go eat our chicken fried steak fingers in the office. I was scared senseless because it was the first bad thing I had ever done, and I thought I was going to jail and I'd never get into a college. And 4 years later, and that still stands. Who was your first roommate? I've never had a roommate, but if the first roommate on a football camping trip or something, or like a youth retreat, would have probably been my friend Clayton, who actually passed away a few years back. He was my first roommate ever. We had a blast, but he did pass away a few years back. Definitely a little bit sad about that. Well, a lot sad about that, but I just kind of try to remember the good times rather than the bad times. And so yeah, if you had one wish, what would it be? If I had one wish, what would it be? To be internet famous in some way and to make a living off the internet, whether that's Twitch or YouTube or whatever I'm gonna do next. That's my goal. What was the first sport you were involved with? The first sport I was involved with was baseball in 3rd grade. I absolutely killed it. I literally hit a home run inside of the park. Still counted though. It was a home run. Like I went around all the bases, scored on your mom. What is the first thing you did when you got home? Masturbate. When was your first kiss? My first kiss was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, but you guys already know about that because I made a video about that. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. It was kind of just a little vlog about my first. By the way, when I said when the 2 masturbation things, those were a joke if you couldn't tell. I just didn't feel like answering those questions. I don't know why. But if you enjoyed, hit that like button. Go subscribe to me. Go subscribe to the Platypig for making this video for me. I'm spitting everywhere. I don't know why. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment on if someone literally did their first for all of these. That'd be totally awesome, and I'd read it and I'd be like, that's awesome, man. So yeah, everyone tell me what your first was for each of these, or maybe 3 of these, or whatever you like. So yeah, anyway, also go check out my Twitch as I stream there every day. Twitch.tv/genuineperspective. Follow and you'll get notified whenever I stream. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I love you. Peace. What was your first YouTube video? What the